Hi everybody! So our last video we talked about the Godspeed caregiver, and we talked about how it wasn't really the end of our journey but the beginning of a new one. But there's still some potential stumbles along the way, and I would say the most impactful one is not realizing or underestimating the importance of the journey that you've gone along. And while it's a tiny bit of a different case because they're paid caregivers, I thought a good example to show for some of you the impact that a caregiver could make. Um, when my daughter was first diagnosed, she was just barely a month over 2 years old, and she didn't speak, and she didn't cry, she didn't feel pain, she ran to danger. Um, She pretty much didn't do much of anything. Luckily, she was pretty cute. Um, so once she started her journey in ABA therapy, as 40 hours a week of intense one-on-one for the last 4 years, she's now 6, and she doesn't just talk, she sings. Her favorite movies are Sing and Trolls, and she knows all the words to all the songs and the names of all the characters, and she'll happily share it with you. She cries now, but she also smiles. And she gets hurt, she tells me she has a boo-boo. And so many amazing, wonderful things that not just changed her life and her abilities to do things, but that's changed my life and my family's lives and the lives of everyone that she's touched. She wouldn't be there without my caregiving participation, but also with all of the therapists that we had along that journey. One young lady started out with us at the very, very beginning. Her name is Maddie Lilly, and now she's a BCBA working for Autism Intervention of Milwaukee, and she's made a career out of helping other kids like my Zoe. Zoe inspired her to be awesome, more awesome. She's already pretty cool. Other people like Koo and Nick and Autumn, which Zoe likes to call Otto, and Joe and Rachel and Amy and Mel and Sammy and Christine, and the list goes on, and Jenna and Emily and Durr. There's just so many people that made a big change in her life. And if that's just that perspective, I hope you can realize how important you are, even though you may not always see it. So one way to help you see it is review your journals that you may have kept. Review your diaries. Look at your Outlook calendar or your Google calendar and look at all the appointments you went to. Look at all of the things that you accomplished in service to someone else. So one of the most selfless acts there are. And you did that. You did all of that. Sometimes with no help. Sometimes with a lot of help. But your journey had impact on your Carrie's life, but not just theirs. Now you're different. You've grown. Others around you have grown. In our case, we have a team of people that are all now different and better because they got to be part of Zoe's caregiving team. So I hope you take this with you. If you're not yet at this phase, maybe you'll start journaling or diarying or doing some way to kind of keep track of all the things that you do. Sometimes it's so easy to get lost in the doing, like we talked about before. Relish a little bit in the being, that you are different now, but better and more experienced and smarter. And now you can take that hugely impactful, gigantic, meaningful experience with you and help others. Or don't help others. Figure out something else fun to do with it. Thank you so much for following along in the 6 stages of a meaningful journey. We'll have a few bonus videos at the end talking about things like you'll be okay, trust me, and maybe a couple other things that you'll see too. So please like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you have any questions, let us know that too. Thanks so much. See you again soon.